When you look at the top-tier ranks of modern affiliate networks, the required numbers can be absolutely staggering. We're talking about targets that require millions of dollars in total volume to reach the peak. For a new recruit starting out, especially someone 3 or 4 levels deep in an organization, aiming straight for that summit creates instant paralysis. The gap between $0 and $1 million is simply too wide to process. This is where traditional network building breaks down. Top leaders might have the Rolodex to command high-volume deposits, but without a clear, achievable roadmap for everyone else, duplication fails. You end up building a massive organization on shifting sand. To fix this, industry veteran Scott approaches compensation plans by stripping the system down to its essential parts. He isolates the lowest common denominator of the entire plan. The thesis is direct. To build a massive network, you must stop looking at the top of the chart and focus your vision solely on the absolute smallest functional unit. Obsessing over a single, achievable microunit changes the objective from reaching a distant peak to performing a repeatable task. When every level of the organization can perform the same action, the network gains the potential for compounding growth. In the Polar Tensor platform, that microunit is called the bronze rank. This diagram shows exactly how that node functions. To achieve bronze, the primary structural requirement is generating $5,000 in total team volume. Alongside that, the system requires an additional 500 USDT in software licensing volume across your organization. There is one structural limit to keep in mind, a 50% rank qualification rule. This means no more than half of your required volume can originate from any single direct team line. You cannot rely on one massive producer to carry the entire load. You could technically hit these metrics with just 2 strong legs, but the optimal strategic blueprint relies on a 5-person team. 5 distinct lines multiply significantly faster than 2. The simplest mathematical path looks like this. You bring in 5 directs at $1,000 each. This satisfies both the $5,000 total volume requirement and the licensing limits. Structuring the team is only half the process. The psychological requirement is that leaders must act as hands-on guides, stepping into the trenches to build directly with their team until those 5 individuals can execute the process themselves. Mastering this exact 5-person, $5,000 microstructure transforms a user from a passive participant into a self-sustaining bronze-making factory. Most network models introduce friction right at this stage. Mandatory buy-ins and locked capital often deter new recruits, stalling the process before it begins. Polar Tensor removes those hurdles by allowing a $0 entry feature. A user can reach the top rank through sweat equity alone, sharing the platform and building a team without risking their own capital. The platform maintains compliance by separating user deposits from software license fees, deliberately avoiding the legal risks associated with pay-to-play models. Furthermore, any deposits made by team members are fully withdrawable. Knowing their money is accessible and not locked into a rigid contract provides psychological flexibility, lowering commitment anxiety for prospective members. This dashboard illustrates the platform's transparency. Leaders can verify live, real-time trade executions occurring directly on a Binance account, alongside a total asset counter holding over $200 million. By systematically stripping away financial risk, removing restrictive lockups, and operational opacity, Polar Tensor creates a frictionless environment that increases the velocity of the bronze blueprint. When you return to those multi-million-dollar top-tier goals, their function changes. They are no longer targets to aim for. They become inevitable byproducts of the smaller units. This shows the exponential chain reaction. When your 5 directs replicate the bronze blueprint, the volume compounds across generations. Zooming out, this unified culture prevents leaders from alienating downlines. The entire organization remains aligned on one achievable metric. This strategy ensures you construct your business foundation on solid stone, rather than hoping a few high rollers don't collapse the structure beneath you. The Polar Tensor model merges a secure, transparent platform with a simplified building methodology. This combination provides both the evidence for trust and the roadmap for execution. Massive scale in a complex network is never achieved by asking people to take giant leaps. It requires a frictionless environment, defining one simple first step, and teaching everyone to repeat it.